When leaving your house for work in the morning, you probably take steps to protect it and its contents from unauthorized access, damage, and theft, such as turning off the lights, locking the doors, and setting the alarm. The same principle can be applied to information in the workplace. If left unprotected, information can be damaged, lost, and accessed by anyone. As more and more information is stored and processed electronically and transmitted across your company network, the risk of unauthorized access increases, and we're presented with growing challenges of how to best protect it. The following tutorial will provide you with some best practices on how to keep the information at your company secure. The objectives of this course are to develop the skills to identify and protect confidential information, to understand and prevent social engineering attacks, understand the importance of password complexity as well as TMNA password requirements, become familiar with various types of computer malware, and learn effective safeguards. To be able to identify and prevent the security risks associated with wireless networks, understand the importance of physical security and your responsibilities as an employee. And lastly, to become familiar with reporting procedures for all TMNA enterprise security incidents. Information security is defined as the preservation of confidentiality, integrity, and availability of information. This is commonly referred to as the CIA triad. Social engineering is a serious threat to information security. Social engineering occurs when perpetrators use human interaction and pose as legitimate, authorized people or organizations to obtain or compromise confidential information. An attacker may seem unassuming and respectable, possibly claiming to be a new employee, repair person, or researcher, and even offering credentials to support that identity. By asking questions, he or she may be able to piece together enough information to infiltrate an organization's entire network. If an attacker is unable to gather enough information from one source, he or she may contact another source within the same organization. The best protection against social engineering attacks is to be educated, aware, and savvy. Do not assume callers are who they claim to be. Always be suspicious of unsolicited phone calls, visits, or email messages from individuals asking about employees, customers, or other confidential information. Phishing is the most common base email attack which leverages social engineering. Phishing involves sending legitimate-looking emails aimed at fraudulently extracting confidential information from recipients. Now that we're familiar with common characteristics of phishing, let's take a look at some best practices at combating these attacks. If an unknown individual claims to be from a legitimate organization, try to verify his or her identity directly with the company before sharing any information. Do not give any information to anyone unless you're sure that they are indeed who they claim to be and that they should have access to that information. Do not use contact information provided on a website connected to the request. Instead, look up the company information directly from a trusted source, such as the Yellow Pages. Do not follow links sent in an email. Always pay attention to the URL of a website. Hover your mouse over the link and your internal browser will show you the true destination. Responding to phishing emails raises the risk of exposing confidential information at your group company. Immediately report all incidents to the TMNA Enterprise Security Team and then hit delete. If unsure, check with your supervisor before taking action. Passwords provide the first line of defense against unauthorized access to your computer. In reality, passwords are commonly compromised, often due to bad password management. In fact, compromised passwords are the leading cause of confidential information exposure. TMNA Enterprise Security requires you to use a strong, unique, and complex password to access your network resources. Let's review the guidelines required of you at your company. Length. Make your passwords long with at least 9 characters. Complexity. Include letters, punctuation, symbols, and numbers. Use the entire keyboard and not just the letters and characters you use or see most often. The greater the variety of characters in your password, the better. Capitalize every vowel and add symbols. Variation. To keep strong passwords effective, change them often. The TMNAS Enterprise Security Team requires you to change your password every 90 days. History. Avoid reusing your passwords in a short period of time. Your TMNA Group Company network remembers up to 4 of your most recently used passwords. Variety. Do not use the same password for everything. Cybercriminals steal passwords on websites that have very little security, and then they use the same password and username in more secure environments, such as banking websites. Computer malware is any malicious software, such as viruses, spyware, and malicious code that's designed to infiltrate systems and information for destructive purposes. Malware can attack when opening unsolicited email, browsing websites, and downloading unauthorized software. It is important to follow safeguards against malware, as it can affect your computer and even the entire network at your TMNA Group company. Follow these precautions to avoid receiving malware. Never disable network firewalls or your computer's antivirus software. Do not click on links or open attachments in emails from unknown senders, visit untrusted websites, or install unauthorized software. Never connect your personal devices to your corporate network. So why are wireless networks dangerous? Well, wireless networks are extremely vulnerable to unauthorized access. To protect wireless networks from unauthorized access, never give your network access to visitors without clearance from your IT department and the TMNA Enterprise Security Team. For instructions on how to get clearance, contact your help desk. When accessing the intranet from home, you must use a secure connection, approved by your group company IT department and the TMNA Enterprise Security and Risk Management Team. When a user connects a wireless router or access point to the corporate data network, he/she created a rogue wireless network. Rogue wireless routers are prohibited. Hackers use various methods to actively search for vulnerable wireless networks. Unauthorized wireless networks represent a serious security threat. The TMNAS ESRM team will periodically check each site for compliance. It is the responsibility of each employee to be vigilant and take security precautions to preserve confidentiality at all times. Physical security means either having actual possession of a computer at all times or locking the computer in an unusable state to an object that is immovable. This includes taking care to ensure that unauthorized people cannot use your computer to view any confidential or restricted information or access information stored on shared network drives. Practice these effective safeguards. Always lock your screen with your password-protected screensaver when you're away from your desk. Never save confidential files to your computer hard drive without authorization. Keep your desk clean and tread often. Do not allow tailgating when accessing your building with your employee access card. Be cautious with your laptop, mobile devices, and portable media to protect information from loss or theft. Never leave these items unattended in a conference room, hotel room, airplane seat, and so on. If you don't take your laptop with you when leaving the office, lock it in a docking station or filing cabinet during your absence. Report lost corporate mobile equipment to the TMNA Security and Enterprise Risk Management Team. Also, do not wear your access badge outside.